And here we finally are, ready to see whatever it could be. Well, I'm here again because I had to restart this episode because it wasn't going quite how I planned. I got a mod that lets me change the boss level to whatever, and I changed the final boss to like level 100, and it would have taken me like 45 minutes of just attacking. I'm like, well, not as interesting as I thought it would be, so I'll just restart and just like play the game normally. But I did also set it to hard and him to level 100, so that was like a little unfeasible. It's kind of like, and the mod kind of like broke something because he wasn't actually hurting me, but I could hurt him, and he had like a billion health. It just wasn't like a good recording. I'm starting again. It's a good thing I backed my save. And actually, before I started playing that, I talked about like my theory on what it could be. Hold on, let me just rethink as to what I said. So in the very beginning, it kind of thought like it could really be anything. And then as they started talking more and giving you like more backstory on the Patapon, kind of started like thinking like, well, one time you mentioned in Legend that the world was like an egg, in that when the egg hatched, that's when the sort of downfall of the Patapon happened. And like, well, if that's not it. If your capital was right here in the palace, and then just a little to the left is where the end of the earth is supposedly, that's where like this giant crack should happen where the egg was, and then you could peer over and see like whatever hatched from the egg, and that's what I assume it could be, some sort of big animal. Because when they got to the end of Patapon 1, they thought the sun was it. And so I guess whatever, well, they don't really know what it is, but they know it's big and kind of floats in the sky. And I assume if whatever hatched from a giant egg, that could be the planet, it's big and floating in the sky. But then I was kind of thinking a little more, and there's obviously oceans in this world, and all the water would just kind of flow into the cracks and drain. So I'm like, okay, well, the world really can't be an egg because of that. And at the end of Patapon 1, I assume at the end of Patapon 2, they get to the end of this landmass and sort of look off into the ocean and see something, and they assume that's the Earthend. So I was kind of thinking like, well, what if like originally all the land was sort of in one like supercontinent, and then some sort of calamity happened that there was this giant earthquake that then broke everything apart? Like that could work, because like they would say, hey, the ground like broke apart like an egg, so the world must be an egg because this is what it looked like. Like that kind of works out. But then it's like, what caused that calamity? And there's nothing really that we've seen so far that could have caused it. But I did look ahead into Patapon 3 because I was kind of wondering why it's not part of this remaster. And the main antagonists of that game are the Archfiends that you sort of unleash in the beginning of the game. And they sort of like personify natural disasters. I'm like, well, that lines up pretty well. So like, what if these Archfiends like caused a calamity, broke apart the land, which then inadvertently caused the downfall of the Patapons, and they want to go just kind of like see like, hey, what caused this? Because all they really want to do is like look at it. They don't really like want to kill it or capture it. They just want to look at it. Like, well, that's a pretty solid idea. But then also looking at the Patapon 3, at the end of that game, you do get to find out what it is, and I know what it is, and it's a bit of a letdown. It kind of feels like they had to pick something, as opposed to sort of like they had that in mind like all along, and they were building up to that, and they just didn't. It's like, okay, well, here it is, ta-da. So it's not whatever I was theorizing for the past month or so, like in my head, trying to formulate a prediction. But since I brought up Patapon 3, It's a bit of a mystery as to why it's not part of replay, because, well, at first I saw someone say it was made by a different studio, and then that studio went under, so it's kind of like in copyright limbo. But that's not really the case because it's been remade on different platforms. And also, Patapon 1, 2, and 3 were made by the same developers and published by the same company. So that's not it. And then I saw someone else say it was made with a different engine, but they could have just had the Patapon 1 and 2 engine and then just remade 3 in that engine. It wouldn't have taken that long because it's like the same core gameplay and they had the art style. But someone else pointed out that it's like a vastly different game from 1 and 2. And it's basically not like this. It's not like building an army. It's the Paragate, like with your hero and then 3 other heroes. That's the whole game. And so the other heroes are like other players through multiplayer. And I assume with replay they tried to get multiplayer, but something didn't pan out. So they made these sort of like AI characters to like replace the multiplayers or the other players, and having a whole game based on multiplayer just didn't seem feasible, I guess. But it's a bit of a shame because it caps off the whole story, and I mean, like, if it ever comes to Steam, I'll definitely play it, even though I'm looking at like the how long to beat numbers right now, and it looks daunting, to say the least. Because Patapon 1, it says it takes 24 hours. Patapon 2 says it's 46.5 hours. Patapon 1 plus 2 replays 33 hours. And my time right now is like 150 hours. Just a little shy of a speed run there. But Patapon 3, it says it takes 149 hours on its own to complete, or to get like all the achievements, and that seems a lot. But I mean, I'm not afraid to do it. But let's just get into actual game, like properly this time. Oh yeah, you're back to trees again. Oops, I forgot to make you level 10. After all my hard work, I actually want to use it, because these guys were surprisingly expensive. They just cost like 11,000 kaching to level these guys up fully. I mean, they are like the last you didn't get, but that's super expensive. Oops. Alright, final level 10. My original idea for them was to have one guy be like a healer and heal everybody, because I was like cranking the difficulty up to like 11. But man, it just wasn't like an interesting fight to watch. So I'm just gonna play it normally, and he can have the heaven staff that doesn't heal. Oh yeah, I gotta give you the soup. I prepared all this soup for like the last video, but I just forgot about it. So I guess we'll just use what we have now. And then you need the divine bow. Okay, everybody looks good. I gotta say, I really like how colorful Pora is, with like the purple demon horns, or the dots on his demon horns, and how colorful this like ultimate mask is. And again, the yellow and the purple from the divine and demonic gauntlets. It just looks very good.
I'll decide the fate of Patapon and Carmen here and now.
This is take number.
I'm done for.
2 for me and
Why do the Carmens hate us so much?
I just
And that klutz Pora breaking the
have
great
to
egg.
kill this guy.
The princess is in danger.
Just need to move closer. But I did notice there's this new symbol, oh my goodness, beneath my fever. And I don't know what that means. And that hammer attack was definitely new
Dawn,
and
Jean,
scary.
Con, find Lady Papaya.
I thought that would have
I don't need some puny
been
deity
an
who
instant
only
kill.
cares about Patapons.
But this guy isn't actually that hard. Oh. He did that again. He's just a little elusive. I'm not sure if he gets to the
I'm sorry.
Patapons I'll
Lady
lose,
Papaya is gone.
but he should be, yeah, just about dead. Yay, we did it!
Great Raz, Orman Carmen has called demons from the underworld. What is all this? For Deton Carmen to appear here. Lady Papaya, please don't lose your head. I know this is standard procedure, but our great Patapon won't lose to any demons. That's right. Everyone give praise to the Great One. I just want to say, this is our last battle. Great Raz, lead us to victory.
Technically, we have one more battle after this because there's 2 bosses left. I think when we beat this next boss, it's gonna end the game. But I need to fight that boss 3 times to get like the secret item from him. But there's no room on the map for the secret boss to appear. Because typically there's like a grayed out spot. So I don't know if he like takes the place of this last spot like the dragons do. But there's definitely another boss after this guy. Okay, everybody, you look good. Patapon. This fight should be a lot different than what it was going to be, because I assume now I can take damage, and he's obviously going to die faster. Still don't know what those weird symbols do. Feel like that was missed. Timed, but nope. Where? All still alive now. Of course, I messed up. But he actually isn't. Nope, stay up. Wait! Aw, man. Well, goodbye, Pora. Whenever he changes to the Wolf Hill, spray that sleeping mist. Whenever he changes to this other guy, he'll most likely try to grab one of my... Oh, that was a lot quicker. Patapons than eat him, and then he's permanently dead. And with Pora being all the way up front and not really listening to my commands, he'll get eaten right away. No, I've kind of going back and forth of whether I should do these last 2 eggs to get the mass, because, you know, this is the finale and there's really no point to get them. Oh.
Is this Earthend? I can't believe it. Oh, great Raz, we give our thanks to the power of the drum. Hey, 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 this is amazing! You're amazing, Mighty Raz! Let's venture out a little further.
Oh, wow. That's very pretty.
Oh, mighty Patapon, we pray to you. Guide your humble Patapons.
Okay. Of course I mess up. Patapon. Really. This is a little embarrassing at the very end. This bridge kind of reminds me of some scenery from Hollow Knight, but I've never actually played that game, so that's weird that I would think of it. Don't tell me we're going to break this cool egg. Well, there we go. Why would you do that? It was fine just sitting there.
Ah, it's so bright! I must keep my eye open, even if it burns out my eye. I must gaze upon it. Oh, oh, oh! My eye, my eye! It's so bright!
Wow. If this was it, I would be pretty happy with this being it over what it actually is.
Oh lordy lord, it's so beautiful. I'm so excited. Eh? Huh? What's this? Ah, what a nice nap. You sure took your time. Either way, I'm ever so grateful for saving me. Are you the princess lady? This was where your journey ends, Pora. But I'm sorry I have to tell you this. Your mission is to restore the world. Go now, brave one. I will wait for you here to return. Huh? That was a good nap. The wind sure is nice here. Princess, how long have you been here?
Yay, we did it! Snow took a while. But I'm really wondering why there was this weird egg theme throughout Patapon 2. We got the the egg from the bosses to do the Paragate levels, which then gave me more mass in like specific items. And they said the world was like an egg. And then we found it this time to be an egg. Oh yeah, there's that rock. That was kind of like an egg. I don't know. I guess someone was really wanting eggs to be involved somehow. But you know, like I said earlier, if Patapon 3 ever comes to Steam, I just want to... Oh, I mean, I'll play it so I can just import my save, even that probably doesn't affect anything. But you know what is available is a game called Ratatan, and it's like the spiritual successor to Patapon. It was made by a lot of the same developers and people who worked on Patapon. It functions the same, I think, with you doing 4 inputs to do a command, and then you command your little guys to do stuff. You know, maybe one day I'll play that when it comes out of early access. So we have the full game to play through all at once. But you know, it's gonna be a ways away because I have so many games to go through. Because it just takes me a while to, you know, play stuff, make videos. But you know, since we're not quite done yet with Patapon 1+2 replay, because in last December, you know, a couple months ago, there was this unsuspected update to this game where they added a new challenge mode called Boss Rush, where you would import your saves from the first and second games to then do like a gauntlet of bosses. And since I have, you know, all the best students I worked so hard for, I'm just gonna breeze through that.
No, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into.
I did watch the trailer for that mode, and they said that you get to see something at the end of it. I hope it's something magical, whatever it could be. I'll just let this play out, and we'll just go straight into that, because that shouldn't take too long. Oh yeah, I forgot about the other boss. Let's do that guy quickly, then we'll do the boss rush. They building a bridge? Oh, they're completing the bridge, maybe? Oh, but they're working with the Carmens now. We really didn't make friends with them. We just kind of killed their leader and like, yep, that's it. There it is. So where's this level gonna appear? Now we have to watch or I can skip the credits. There we go. That's a weird placement. Patapon. I don't think this guy will give me anything special besides his egg. And I did get cut off by the cutscene. I was going to say, I don't think that I'll do those last two eggs to get the mask, because there's really no need to do them. Huh, I just noticed I'm not taking damage from those meteorites. This is definitely an odd level to play through. Kinda feel like I'm doing something wrong, but maybe my defense is so high I'm not taking any actual damage? That doesn't seem right. I don't know what is actually happening. But back to the eggs. Okay, he's dead. I mean, it's weird that I worked so hard to get all the other masks and items. I'm just gonna call it quits at these last two. I mean, I've done all the farming off camera. I might as well not do these. I mean, I did cut off like a lot of my playthrough of this to like grind and farm, and I hope I didn't cut off too much. I don't think I've expressed that. It's always like an inner doubt of mine. But that should be everything except those last two eggs. These two. Alright, my final playthrough time is 104 hours. Definitely took a while.